can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see mine did it?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Nest here at Guerin Catholic High School. Doubleheader basketball headed your way tonight. It'll be Guerin and Brebeuf in boys and girls basketball here on IndianaSRN. Tonight's girls game is brought to you in part by IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences. Begin your journey today. The Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Burtner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Hyperlogistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, serving our customers and the community since 1955. Great to have you with us on a Friday night for high school basketball. Troy Daragowski along with Bill Ludlow. I'm not sure, Bill, we got to find out why they put us together, because I have a feeling it could be an interesting night of basketball, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a real good, basketball game between the girls and the boys. And when the guy that scheduled us together the other day, he's like, how'd you get that game? You're doing the scheduling. You tell me. I'm okay with it. Troy's okay with it. Chuck and Eric's okay with it.
Yeah, he's a man under pressure. What are you going to do, right? Well, I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to this one here tonight. On the girls' game, you have a Guerin team. They've lost 4 out of their last 5, and we'll get really deep into them here in a moment. You have Brebeuf, who's won 7 in a row. So we have 2 teams kind of, Bill, that are heading in the opposite directions just less than 2 weeks before the tournament.
Yeah, and if you're Guerin, you've got to find that niche, because the tournament's coming up quickly,
Yeah.
And if you don't find it, if you haven't found it by now,
yeah,
you're probably not going to have it, come tournament time, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was the coach at Richmond, and every time that they told me that, listen, if you haven't figured it out by now, and boy, were they right, huh?
That's right. If you ain't got it figured out, there's no hope for you right now.
Yeah, it's a little late, isn't it? Let's talk about Brebeuf. Again, 7 wins in a row. And when you look at their schedule, talk a little bit, Bill, some of their most recent games and how they got here, because they're playing good basketball right when they needed to.
Well, of course, they beat a very good 1A Bethesda Christian team on January the 12th, 43-34. So that's one of the signature wins. And then, you know, they took on Covenant Christian.
Yep.
They beat them. They've beaten Greenwood, Heron, and a 3A in Tri-West.
Yeah.
That was another game that they have won during this 7-game win streak. So for Coach Erin Miller, she's got to be pleased where she's sitting right now with her ball club.
Yeah. And they're averaging 48 points per game, and they don't have anybody that's really dominating in their lineup, but they got several different players that play a major role.
Yeah, you've got, the Kendall girl, Audra Kendall, and then you got Savannah Schaefer. She's another one. Now, Kendall, she leading them in points per game, and then the Schaefer girl leads them in rebounds per game, assists per game, and blocks per game.
Wow.
So Coach Miller's probably saying, let's keep her in the game. You know, don't get into foul trouble because Savannah, we need you, girl.
Well, I'll tell you what was interesting about that stat that you read off right there? You don't see that many bigs that, they'll lead the team in blocks and rebounds, but assists as well.
Yeah, you got, that's very, you very seldom see that. And for Coach Miller to have a girl like Savannah, Schaefer, and she is a, let's see, I don't know. I think she's a junior.
Yeah, 5'8", junior, yeah.
So, if you're Coach Miller, it's like, hey, I get you back for another year.
Yeah.
Let's keep you healthy.
Yeah.
Let's keep you out of foul trouble, which I haven't seen her get into super foul trouble.
Yeah.
So let's not start that tonight.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly. Yeah, and they've got some size. I mean, let's face it. When you talk about Schaefer's 5'8", you have Singleton that's 5'8", you have Perry who is 6'1", and then Sophia Payne. I don't think Payne will play a lot of minutes tonight, depending on how the game goes. But you're talking about 2 players over 6 foot, and then you also have 5'8" and 5'9", so they got a lot of size.
They got a lot of size, and I'll tell you what, they like to get down into the paint.
Yeah.
And rebound that ball and bump bodies a little bit down there. Yeah. And for Coach Miller, you got to love that.
That's kind of the way Bill Ludlow played back in your day. Get down there, knock some people around, and
we had to get that rock out of the peach basket there. Had to have the guy climb up the ladder there and throw that rock.
I heard Bill Lane Beer kind of took his game after you. So it's, speaking
of
there's
a name.
We're going back a little bit, aren't we?
Well, let's not bring that name up, okay?
Brebeuf, as we said, 11-6. They've won 7 in a row. They average 32.5 rebounds per game. That's going to be a key tonight. They shoot about 38%, 31% from three-point range. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Guerin Catholic, where they stand right now, heading into this big game here today. High school basketball right here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter @IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now @IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Guerin Catholic High School, Troy Nargowski. Bill, I tell you what, Bill Ludlow knows his basketball, and he knows about Guerin Catholic. 7-12 coming in. They've lost 4 out of their last 5, and as we said a little bit ago, they're not playing where they want to be right now, so they've got some work to do tonight. What do you see in this Guerin Catholic team?
Well, for Coach Cardinal, she's in her first year here at Guerin Catholic, and I look at the very first game of the year that they played this year against Greenwood Christian. Man, they got a shellacking, baby. 51-6, Greenwood Christian beat them.
Wow.
So for Coach Cardinal, hey, girls, this is not the way I want to start out, So I think what she's doing, Coach Cardinal, like any new coach, you've been there before, Troy. You've got to get these kids bought into your system. And I think as the year, the year's kind of been a roller coaster ride for them, but they're trying to figure it out. And we talked about this off air. If you have not figured it out by now, I don't know what else I can do for you.
Yeah. Well, the other aspect of this one here tonight is if you're going to get it figured out and you can this late, it's a nice way to start it maybe tonight, right?
Right, against your arch rival in Brebeuf.
Exactly.
And then when they go into the locker room, the girls are going to say, that's what it's about.
Exactly.
And then carry that for you into the tournament.
I agree. When we come back in a couple of moments, we'll be ready to tip this one off. By the way, Guerin, they have several players in their scoring column, but not one player scores in double figures. We'll talk about that. Plus, and I'm sure Bill will point this out as well, they don't shoot the ball well from three-point range. Only 22% from three-point range coming into this one here tonight. We'll come back. The starters and the tip-off coming up in a moment right here on Indiana SRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Indiana SRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
of tonight's national anthem. Now let's go downstairs for the starting lineup for tonight's matchup. A chance to talk about this Golden Eagles team. We talked a little bit about trying to play better basketball right now. They don't have a superstar in this team. They got some solid players, but not one player scores in double figures.
You got Fernandez. She averages 8 points a game. She also leads them in assists per game. And then you got the Cobb girl in rebounds and blocks. And then number 10, the Bills girl, she leads them in steals per game. So we'll see what happens, Troy, because your buddies are getting ready to toss it up.
Let's do it. Brebeuf in the dark uniforms, Guerin in the white, and it will be Brebeuf basketball heading left to right. Ava Miller, we'll see a lot of her at the point, averaging 8.6 points per game. And you'll see Guerin opening up in a 1-2-2 zone.
Yep. And right now, Brebeuf's just looking for an opening right now. And they're doing good ball movement right now, Troy.
You don't see many teams that'll run a 1-2-2. Here's a three on the way. It's missed by Miller. It'll be Guerin basketball. That might take some adjusting right there.
Yeah, and the Bills girl, she brought it down.
So now Guerin, we said earlier, averaging just 37.1 points per game on offense for the first time here tonight. You see there the Braves opening up in a man-to-man. Sharp getting the start tonight. She's a senior. It is senior night here at Guerin Catholic High School. Nice crossover, the drive, and we got our first foul of the ball game, and Annie Murphy will go to the line. We're going to call that foul on Ella Miller. That's her first. So Murphy, a 5'1" sophomore. She has to put Guerin on the board, and she does. Take a look at the drive and the foul. And only 5'1", she was not afraid to take it inside.
Boy, she took it right to him.
Missed the second, the rebound there by Perry.
Little backcourt pressure there, and that forced the turnover.
Yeah.
So, if you can keep this intensity up the whole game, you can come out of here with a big W.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Yeah, they kind of mixed that up a little bit. They didn't drop back into that 1-2-2. It was almost at half court. Might have caught Brebeuf a little bit off guard. Ball nearly thrown away. Run down by Megan Cobb. Cobb, an excellent post player.
Oh, what a pass by Fernandez.
That's a drive, left-hand layup.
Look at that.
Fernandez with her first two.
She made a nice pass, went down, got the pass in the lane, and scored 2 points.
Early 3-0 lead here for Guerin. Drive the other way. We're going to go to the free throw line. That will put Audra Kendall at the line for the first time.
You know, and here's one thing that I think that was on
Fernandez.
Yeah.
So Kendall will get Brebeuf on the board. And she'll get one more. Don't think we're going to anticipate a high-scoring game here tonight.
And they've cut it to 1, Troy.
Now you see Brebeuf in a little full-court zone trap. Broken easily. And we got a foul the other way. And that's going to put Fernandez back to the line here for the Golden Eagles. Take a look at this replay at the other end. Well, this is the left-hand layup. Yep. That was Fernandez moments ago.
That foul was on Kendall.
So Kendall gets number 1. Both free throws are good. You know, a lot of times, Bill, on a night like tonight when it's senior night, you're playing with a lot of emotion. The question is, can you keep that emotion going throughout the entire game?
Right.
And another foul, and we're already piling up some fouls early in this game.
That foul was on Bills, number 10.
Here is Miller at the line. You know, I mentioned that, Bill, only from the standpoint is that I understand that as you take another look at the foul here, but you got to learn how to kind of control that early because you're going to run out of energy here pretty soon if you don't. Second one is good.
And I think a thing for Coach Cardinal right now is we know they're coming in with a 7-game win streak. Let's knock it off.
Yeah. And you got to be patient, too.
Yes.
5-3 your score here in the opening period, our girl-boy doubleheader.
Sometimes when you're young like that, you don't like being patient, you know. Let's do it now.
First turnover for the Golden Eagles. So Miller with a basketball. Guerin back on defense as you see Brebeuf working against that zone once again. Now it's more of a 2-3.
2-3 zone, yeah.
Well, you got to like the way Coach Cardinal's mixing up the defenses early. And a lot of teams don't attack a zone very well. In fact, if you look at Brebeuf, here's a shot on the way. Three-pointer good.
My goodness.
That is Audra Kendall. You know, generally when you attack that 2-3 zone, you have a one-man front. If it's a 1-3-1, you'd attack with a two-man front. As you see, the two players go to the floor, and the jump ball will go to Guerin. But you saw that time Brebeuf had a two-man front.
Right. And you look at Kendall, when she hit that three-pointer, she is a 31% three-point shooter. So
yeah, that's good.
She's not afraid to take it if I have to.
I have a feeling that Guerin will make sure they don't leave her alone again. Into the lineup, Reagan Haynes now for Guerin. She wears number 12. We're halfway through the quarter, and there's Fernandez. She banked that one. Fernandez already 5 points and a turnover by
Forced a
Brebeuf.
turnover. And the minute Murphy did that, she looked and she's like,
All right,
bummer
you caught
on
me.
my part. That's right.
I'd be like the official. Can you overlook that one this time?
That's right. That's right. I really didn't have my suitcase packed. I wasn't traveling.
Yeah, that's right. It's not in the NBA. It's not traveling.
That's right.
Boy, got a foul away from the basket this time. Fernandez, that's number 2, so that's a big foul on her. She's coming out of the lineup.
And that's one of the things we talked about pregame, Troy. You can't, you're ill-advised to lose her.
Yeah. Well, now she's going to sit down for a while. Brebeuf will make a change in their lineup. I believe that's Robin Pate, number 10, will play down in that low post. And that is Pate in the corner. Now it's more of a 2-1-2. Well, they must have worked on a lot of zone defense.
Man,
here's another 3. Offensive rebound, Schaefer. Another near turnover. This is Pate on the drive, contact, and we got a blocking foul.
To the dismay of the Guerin crowd.
That's going to put Robin Pate at the line. I think that was a tough call, as I would say.
Foul was on Cobb.
Just her first, as you see Pate at the free throw line. 4 of their 7 points have come from the free throw line here in the opening quarter. Number 2 got a nice bounce.
She's got a nice spin on it, too.
Sure does. Here's a little 1-2-2 full court trap again put on by Brebeuf. Boy, and stay away from that corner.
And that's good heads-up basketball right there, Troy. She was trapped in the corner, bounce it off a player. You know, we keep the ball.
Yep. But you know what I tell her first time? Don't go in that corner.
That's right.
Here's a 3 on the way, an air ball.
But Murphy with the rebound.
Yeah, and Haynes unable to get that shot. Foul from behind against Savannah Schaefer. I'm telling you, Bill, if we keep blowing the whistle this many times, we might be here till midnight in this game.
Well, we got a boys' game in about an hour or so.
Might have to move it to another gym. We saw a ton of fouls in our games last night. Now going to the backcourt. Smart play there by
There
Murphy.
you go.
We had a JV game before our varsity game last night, as we got another foul underneath on Robin Pate. The JV game had 50-plus fouls.
What?
Between the two teams. Yeah.
That was a long night.
It was a long. We didn't start till after 8 o'clock, and it was supposed to be a 7:30 tip-off time for the varsity game. Yeah, it was a long night. Here's Megan Cobb at the line. Somebody's amplifier was going off right there. You know, you think you'd get some breaks at home, and then the amplifier goes off.
Exactly.
It's the Guerin band against your own player.
So that was supposed to happen down at the other end.
That's right. Second free throw missed. Kendall with a rebound. Tied at 8. On this senior night, as you see Pate on the drive. Nice pass underneath. Missing it short, though, was Perry.
Just couldn't finish the job, Troy. Got a little defense there and throws her a little bit.
The kick out. This will be a 2-point shot missed by Sharp. Another offensive rebound by Cobb. Put back, no. Here come the Braves.
Use the backboard, young lady.
Drive left hand, yes. Schaefer did. So now Brebeuf leading it by 2. The kick out, 3 on the way, nothing but net.
Murphy.
We've got a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Want to remind you tonight's game brought to you in part by Hoosier Basketball Magazine. It's in its 53rd year. It is out now. You can order by going to HoosierBasketball-magazine.com or call 317-925-8200. Follow the top players in high school and college basketball. Thanks to Kip Westner and Hoosier Basketball Magazine for their support of IndianaSRN. Bill, your thoughts of the first quarter we've had so far?
I like the way Guerin has come out tonight and just taken it to Brebeuf. Brebeuf, you know, I like their skill, the way they're moving the ball. You can tell they're fundamentally sound basketball team.
Well, now you're going to see Guerin go with a little 1-2-2 of their own. Each team playing a nice chess match here early. Brebeuf able to get it across the timeline. That is Kendall. Now here's Pate for 3, rims in and out. Offensive rebound, put back, yes, by Perry. So Perry does a nice job. And then, of course, Perry getting fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. We'll see Kaylee Singleton come in now for Brebeuf. Couple of changes also for Guerin.
The Bills girl had to take a seat. She drew her second foul.
So Fernandez has 2. Bills has 2. And the free throw good by Perry. And now we'll see Sophia Payne come in, a 6'1" senior now for Brebeuf. Look on the other side. Sutton Warman is in, a 5'7" junior. Now for Guerin. Boy, and there's a trap across the timeline, but a foul called against Brebeuf. And they're going to get number 10, Robin Pate. That's going to be her second. Bill, we've seen now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What have we seen now? 10 fouls here in the opening quarter. That's a lot of fouls.
And we still got 1:15 to go in the first quarter, Troy. You want more, we can give you more.
You got that right. That left-hand shot off the mark as Reagan Haynes missed it. Now Brebeuf will try to build on a 2-point lead. And a late whistle against Haynes. Tried to go over the top to get the ball, and that's going to be her first. Well, I was going to say maybe it's toward the end of the month and the referees get paid by the foul. Get their quota in, huh? Under a minute remaining.
No, that doesn't happen.
No. Shots off the mark by Kendall, but the rebound put back good.
Ella Miller.
Miller with her first basket. She has 3.
The thing is, you know, you had 2 Guerin players right there.
Yeah.
And you let Miller come in and get the rebound and put it up uncontested.
Left hand put back good by Cobb. Well, that's almost when you look at the free throw and you don't box out on the free throw and the free throw shooter gets the ball. That'll drive a coach nuts.
Right.
Not that it ever happened to me, Bill.
I was going to say, that never drove you nuts,
we never let that happen. Down to 10. Brebeuf looks like they'll play for the final shot. Here's a line drive bucket. It'll be a 2-point basket by Singleton. And that's going to do it for the opening period of play. Brebeuf leads it 18-13.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. It's a new spot for breakfast or lunch. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. And Bill, don't worry, we won't get any gift certificates from Keith on this. Try our classic breakfast. They're sweet baked goods. They're located in Lawrence. Coach recommends the Sloppy Joes with extra pickles. Check out Tam's. I know. Check out Tam's at 6427 Oaklandon Road in Lawrence. For more information, give them a call at 317-760-1640. Bill, as I've said before, we're still waiting for that Christmas bonus. At least even a gift certificate.
Now they've got it 17-13 on the clock, I think.
Yeah, they
that
counted
is correct.
Was a 2-point bucket, not a 3. Some people at the scores table thought it was a 3. So Brebeuf with a 4-point lead and the basketball here in period 2. I'm impressed with Guerin, Bill, that they're doing so many defensive looks to try to confuse Brebeuf as that 3 is missed and another offensive rebound.
You got to block out when you're down there,
Yeah,
I'm going to have to leave here and go down there and get on the sideline there. And
we'll get you a headset. You can roam down there with one. We got another foul underneath. The shot attempt there by Sophia Payne. Well, Bill,
I think I just need to stay up here. I stay away from the coach.
Well, I don't know. We've never lost a game up here.
That's right.
Foul's going to be on Sutton Warman. But here's the thing that, and I don't want to make us sound old, but when you see a shot go up these days, you don't see players turn very much and look to box out. They kind of just go for the ball.
Right.
I'm still waiting to see even more mid-range jumpers. I've maybe seen 3 all year. Just don't see them anymore. We either take the 3 or we drive in and try to score the layup as the free throw's missed. So Brebeuf, they will be in the bonus now. We might see a lot of free throws.
Yeah.
But Guerin can't keep fouling because they're going to end up getting a lot. They already have Bills and Fernandez in foul trouble. Second one is missed, so Payne 0 for 2. That'll be the third turnover now for the Golden Eagles. 3 on the way by Kendall. No. Ball loose, and coming away with it will be Warman.
And another thing, on that rebound, it was like not grabbing it, it's like tipping it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go grab that thing.
That's why they gave you these things.
By the way, Bill's referring to the fingers. We have seen Brebeuf stay in that man-to-man. They were playing a little zone trap. Nice cut to the basket, and missing the layup is Sharp.
She had a good look, but
I kind of like, though, they let him play through a little contact right there on that
a little
one.
bit, yeah. No harm, no foul, right?
No, that's right. This is Singleton. Just underway in period number 2, and stepping on the end line, and that's a unforced error there. Third turnover now for the Braves.
I like the way number 34 for, the Sharp girl, as she drove towards the baseline, she kind of used that baseline to force her out.
Yeah.
And force the turnover.
Yeah. Good heads-up play. Still a 4-point lead here in period number 2. A little high-low here for Guerin. Wide open 3 on
Got
the
it.
way.
Oh, no.
Bill Jinkster on that one. So one and done there for Guerin. We have so far just gone 2.5 minutes, and we haven't seen anybody score yet. We are late in the year. By the way, I want to mention real quick, these two teams only have 2 games remaining in the regular season. Shot missed there by Perry. And then before you know it, we're thinking tournament time, which is also, Bill, hard to believe. We're thinking tournament time already.
Right.
We're going to get a timeout here by Guerin. I believe it's going to be a full timeout. It is. Brebeuf leads it by 4.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game on IndianaSRN is brought to you in part by Pat Cherry Insurance Agency. Give them a call for all your insurance needs, family, car, business, or home. They're an insurance company to serve you. Contact them at 317-894-7000. Bill, they got a timeout. Speaking of Guerin, the offense kind of bogged down a little bit in that possession.
Yeah, and I think Coach Cardinal just wanted to get the girls kind of calmed down, refocused. And, you know, the defense is playing good, but you just got to hit some shots here.
Well, they're going to try this one from the corner, and that was missed badly that time. As Sharp missed it, a 3-point attempt. We'll head back the other way. Again, we remind you that neither team has scored in this quarter, so it's not like either team's on fire right now. Out on the high post, good look there at Perry. We mentioned how many times that Guerin has mixed up this defense. They're back at a 2-1-2. Almost in many ways a matchup zone look right here. And it caused a turnover.
And they forced a turnover.
Number 4 now. So if I'm correct, Bill, we have seen a 2-3, a 2-1-2, a 2-3, and now a matchup zone. Coach Cardinal's been busy.
Yeah. She is working the defense tonight.
Yes, she is.
You force that turnover, now you got to get some points down at this other end, Troy.
Bill, when's the last time you saw a 3-second call?
I haven't seen one.
You know how many times I've seen this year? I've only seen 3 in all the games I've done.
Wow. But this defense for Brebeuf is playing havoc with Guerin right now, but Guerin's being patient.
Drive, right hand,
there
basket, good.
Sharp.
And that'll be Sharp getting her first 2. Yeah, I like that patience too, Bill. That was a nice run offense. They didn't get frustrated. Left hand scoop shot, no, by Schaefer. So they're 1 and done. Here come the Golden Eagles once again.
Cobb did a good block out down there on Schaefer.
Boy, how about the touch by Warman? 5'7" junior getting her first 2 points, and we're tied at 17.
Now we're tied.
Yeah.
It was almost over half the first or second quarter.
Ella Miller somehow got that ball up off the glass with the left hand. Reminiscent of Keith Myers in his playing days in practice, because he never got to play in the game. So. Nice backdoor cut.
Oh, wow.
There's Sharp again. That was a great play.
She just split the defenders. Nice bounce pass in there, and Just the way we drew it up, right, Troy?
I did it probably in the timeout, be my guess. Here's Miller. And Brebeuf having a difficult time finding an opening against this defense as well. So I think we've gone man-to-man now. We have. Guerin has gone to a man. Here's a three on the way, and that's how you stop it right there.
There you go.
Miller with a big bucket.
Ella Miller with her first three of the night.
8 points now for Miller. By the way, that foul is on Murphy. Take a look at this. That's her layup with the left hand. I still don't know how she got it up there off the glass. Fernandez back in. She's going to play with those 2 fouls. Ava Bills in as well. And so a little bit of a gamble here with 90 seconds remaining. Bill's going to play 2 players with 2 fouls.
The last time, Brebeuf played was back on January 17th. That win against Greenwood. A nice backdoor by Fernandez.
Well, Brebeuf, they're going to have to make an adjustment on that because they've gotten beat on that about 4 times. So a 1-point lead. There's a travel. Yep, they got Singleton. It's number 5.
And Guerin, their last game was the 18th, Wednesday.
Yep.
And they got beat by McCutcheon 39-25, so.
By the way, McCutcheon, pretty good ball club, too. Under a minute to go. Guerin got at least 2 of their better scorers back in, as we mentioned with Bills and Fernandez, anticipating that they wanted to go into that locker room with a lead.
Be patient.
Baseline shot.
Oh, that was.
Wow. Fernandez
was way off the mark.
On the run the other way, Singleton, ball loose, turnover number 6. Guerin still has a chance to take the lead.
Go for one shot. That's what I do, but I'm not the coach, so.
Well, if you hang around long enough, Bill will get you back into the coaching ranks. That'll be a travel. Number 4 now on Guerin.
Oh, man.
Sometimes we've been around this game long enough, and I've said this before. Some players, and not all of them, they have a difficult time deciding, should I shoot it or should I pass it? And sometimes you get caught in the middle.
Yep.
And that's how you end up with the travel. Got to make that decision. And ball goes out of bounds.
Almost forced a turnover over there by Fernandez.
Good hustle into the lineup.
So if I shoot this, it goes in, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if I don't shoot it and I force a turn or I have a turnover,
that's bad.
That's bad.
You know what you do? Just shoot it and forget it. Don't even ask. Here's a 3 on the way, off the mark by Pate, and we've made it to halftime. Brebeuf, after 17 in the opening quarter, only 5 in period number 2. And for Guerin, they score only 8 in that second quarter. It just shows you sometimes, Bill, you just never know.
Yep.
In the game of basketball, how you can have a hot quarter and then come back and can't get anything to go.
You got these young ladies, and you don't know how they're going to react, not only with them, but with the boys also.
Yeah, and again, we're teenagers out here, and it's not
Right.
always going to go your way. But the question is now, how do you respond in the second half? You go into the locker room, you talk. Peyton Manning says in the NFL they don't go through adjustments. They go and get a drink, go to the bathroom, come back. But in high school sports, I guarantee they do adjustments.
I'm sure they do adjustments.
You think so?
In the pro.
He said it was a myth. Tell you what we'll do. We'll take a timeout. It's halftime. Brebeuf leading it 22-21.
The Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles have 2 new sponsors for their webcast this year. Tommy Mascari with Berkshire Hathaway and Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group.
I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari And any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar. Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN,
where you're always in the game.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I'm seeing mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
I'm Mary. Welcome to Guerin Catholic High School. Many people believe that we're just like any other school, but I'm here today to show you that we're not. At Guerin Catholic, we are family. Now I know that sounds crazy, right? How can a school be like a family? Well, it all starts with St. Theodore Guerin herself. Her charisms inspire us every day. She's been praying for us since before the school was built, before we were even born. On one of her many resting places, it says, "I sleep, but I watch over the house that I have built." As a student, it's so inspiring to know that we have our own saint in heaven praying for us every day. But if you really want to understand what Guerin Catholic's all about, there's a lot more you need to know about us, starting with who we are. Mother Guerin also has some advice for the teachers. She says, love the children first, then teach them. It is these wise words that inspires our teachers to motivate students and look for the best ways to meet each student where they are. You might think with all this love, academics might not be important, but there is nothing further from the truth. It is because of our faith in seeking the truth that we aspire to know all that we can know. But we can't stop there. We have to know how to think about the knowledge in order to make a difference in the world. Whether you need a little extra help or you're ready to be challenged with an international baccalaureate diploma or anything in between, there is a place for you at Guerin Catholic. But we're not just about academics around here. At Guerin Catholic, we are well-rounded. There are so many ways for you to get involved. Obviously, we have sports. We have 21 athletic teams, including swimming. And if you don't play a sport, we're all about supporting those that do. Our student sections are so much fun. We are spirited. And we also have 43 clubs. So if you don't see anything you like, you can start another one. We also have band, choir, orchestra, and theater. We are involved. At Guerin Catholic, there are so many ways for you to discover and use the gifts that God has given you. We are creative. Getting involved in these activities is not just about having fun. It's also about developing skills that help you become a great leader and providing opportunities for you to lead. At Guerin Catholic, we are leaders. Another great way for you to grow as a leader is through service opportunities. There are so many ways for you to share your gifts with others. Mother Guerin says, You will be happy yourself and making others happy. That's what service is all about. By connecting to local organizations or through mission trips, you'll have plenty of opportunities to serve. At Guerin Catholic, we are compassionate. There are so many opportunities to travel at Guerin Catholic, from mission trips to Costa Rica to performing in New York City. We are explorers. You will find the Guerin Catholic community all around the world, working, singing, and learning, all to get closer to Christ. Here we are at our chapel. This is where I leave you. But as you think about your future, I'll give you one last piece of advice from Mother Guerin. Do not give way to uneasiness about the future. Place yourself gently into the hands of Providence.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Back here at Guerin, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jack's Donuts. They have great donuts made and served fresh every day, and great tasting coffee. Make sure you stop by Jack's Donuts at 9105 East 56th Street or at Jack's in your neighborhood. Jack's Donuts, the official donut of IndianaSRN. Bill, you have some numbers for us from the first half of this one.
Yeah, for the Brebeuf Braves, the Lady Braves, leading 22 here, 22-21 at halftime. Audra Kendall, their top scorer, has 5 points on the evening. Then Ella Miller, she has 8. Pate, she has 2. Perry has 3. Schaefer has 2. And Singleton has 2. Payne went to the free throw line twice in that second quarter. 2 free throws and missed them both. And Brebeuf has shot 2 3-pointers and made them. I've not kept track of how many they've missed, but normally they are, I believe, a 31% free throws or a 3-point shooting team, Troy. And only 2 tonight, but you got a 1-point lead, so we don't need the threes right now.
I'll bet if you ask them, they would rather you didn't even count the misses. We'll just talk about the makes. What about Guerin tonight?
Guerin, their leading scorer is Natalie Fernandez. She has 8 points. Megan Cobb, she has 3. Murphy has 4. Sharp has 4. Warman has 2. And on the evening, Guerin has shot 1 3-pointer. From the free throw line, they're 4 for 6, and Brebeuf is 6 of 9 from the free throw line.
All right, and by the way, did you count how many defenses Guerin played in the first half? That really might be the big stat.
There's not enough room in my book to keep.
Well, I can honestly tell you, I have not seen that many, at least in the first half, by one team in a long time.
Now, if you're Brebeuf, you're going to say, okay, what defense are you going to throw out to start the second half?
Yeah, and now you're going to adjust to it.
Exactly. So,
well, Guerin's going to get the ball first.
There's no adjustments, is there?
No, that's all a myth, is what I hear. Yeah, some of the players that I had thought everything I did at halftime was a myth. Shot missed by Bills. Boy, do I got some stories for you one day, Bill.
Kendall's a decent little ball player out there, ball handler out there.
Yeah, she does a nice job, and
she's not afraid to go behind the back, dribble it behind the back, take it to the hoop.
Only 5'5", and yet commands a lot of attention. We had gone back and forth in that first half, but now you see Guerin has gone into their man-to-man, so you'll see Brebeuf play a little motion offense in this one. Almost looks like, from what I can tell, they're running a little flex here, maybe. It kind of started to look like a flex. May transpire into one. Baseline shot, left hand no by Perry. So now Guerin back the other way. Ava Bill.
Oh, wow.
Bucket good. And she'll go to the line.
That is going to be her first 2 points of the evening. And Troy, she's going for the old-fashioned three-pointer here.
The way it ought to be done, Bill.
There you go.
When I become emperor, we're getting rid of the three-point line. Yeah, got to look at Bill's right there, and averaging nearly 7 per game, so it was nice to see her get on the board. Now with 3, that foul was called on Schaefer, her second. You know, it gives you an appreciation. I'm going to be an old guy again, Bill. Of the guys who scored like 30 points a game, and there was not a three-point line.
Right.
Inside left hand, no by Perry. She missed 2 in a row now. Guerin quickly the other way. Here's another 3. Good!
Oh, Bills again!
6 quick by Ava Bills. Only a sophomore. And that 5-point lead,
boy,
is the biggest we've had in a while. Well, that's a way to make sure she doesn't make the basket. That is Haynes picking up number 2. They always say if you're going to foul them, make sure they don't get that ball above their head, right? So,
and make sure that let them know that you were there.
Yeah, and you're going to get it again if you come back in one more time. Free throw good by Kendall. Take another look at it right here. Yeah, there's no doubt about this.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
Yeah, get that shot out of here.
Second free throw is good. Kendall now with 7. We mentioned this is a Guerin team, has lost 4 out of their last 5, and they're trying to snap a 7-game winning streak for Brebeuf.
But, Troy, they're both in the same sectional.
Yeah.
So they're going to see each other again. So how much do you show your opponent?
Well, defensively, I think Guerin's shown everything, so that's out the window. Boy, no whistle there, though. It looked like Kendall's. Wait a minute. Oh, and another turnover, back-to-back turnovers. Here come the Braves again. Miller lights it up. Yes.
Yes, she does. 11 points on the night for Miller. Her second three-pointer of the evening, Troy.
Don't forget, we'll be naming the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. That ball knocked out of bounds. Now, what we're going to do tonight, though, to take the heat off of all of us is, that ball went out of bounds and they're still running the clock. Somebody has not shut the clock off.
Whoops.
We got running clock in this game. Now they're not running the
and
clock.
It's tied.
Yeah. Now they're going, well, let's just keep it off for a little bit. That's how it works. And we got a foul underneath. I was going to say, Bill, here's what we're going to do to take the pressure off of the rest of us.
Yes.
Bill will be naming the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. That way, if you get any hate mail, it goes to you only.
That foul was on Pate.
It's number 3 on her. Free throw is short as Murphy. Now 2 of 3 from the line. You take a look at it right there, and she got hammered pretty good.
Got to bend the legs. There you go. Get on those toes. There you go.
So I think that if we were to adjust the clock, I'm not sure where it would have been. I'm not really sure how many seconds ran off. But I think
a whole bunch of them.
A whole bunch of them. But the officials are like, Alice's play. 28-27.
We got another ball game.
That's right. We can't be doing this. 7 turnovers now by Brebeuf. Back the other way. Basket.
Fernandez.
Boy, Fernandez.
She took that thing coast to coast.
She did.
Troy.
Not a hesitation.
No.
Pate threw it away. 8 turnovers now by Brebeuf. Guerin, chance to go up by 5, possibly 6. We're going to take another look at that last bucket, though, by Fernandez when we get an opportunity, because it was nice. In the lane, no. One and done there for Bills. We are halfway through the third. Part of our doubleheader tonight. Will the boys' game following this game. Strong drive, nice dump off, and she missed it. Offensive rebound, no, by Perry, and another shot, no.
She almost tipped it back up there.
And we've got a foul call against Guerin, but boy, Perry missed some chip shots.
Oh, man.
Let's take a look at that layup at the other end.
And Fernandez had two defenders, split them, used the backboard.
Off the inbound, block shot there by Ava Bills, yet Brebeuf keeps it. By the way, Cobb picked up that foul. She has 2. And looks like we got a jump ball. Great defense there by Murphy.
Ball stays with Brebeuf.
Coming into the lineup will be Singleton now for Brebeuf, and that'll bring Pate out of the lineup. Well, you know what? If you're going to try to dribble through a double team like that, you better be really strong with the ball.
She looked like she was a little frustrated coming off the floor, too, you know.
Yeah.
Probably mad at herself that she did a play like that.
Exactly. Boy, there's another miss by Brebeuf. They have gone cold here. That shot is on the way. Hit off the front of the rim and couldn't fall there for Haynes. Take that back. That's actually going to be Fernandez. Here's a 3 on the way. The other way, no good by Miller. Offensive rebound, blocked out of bounds, and Perry able to use that body underneath to get some room for that offensive board.
And here's another look on Perry's face. She is getting frustrated, you know, that she can't finish the job.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, especially if she had that wide open layup, too, with nobody really around her. Baseline drive and short shot by Perry. No, just not her night right now. Lead
and
stays
you're going to
at
have
3.
nights like that.
So Guerin trying to build on a 3-point lead. They're looking for that backdoor cut again, but nothing there.
Better get out of that lane.
We don't have a 3-second call anymore. It's been eliminated.
We don't need it. Oh!
Now that's what's frustrating right there.
You're working the ball beautifully, and then you make a pass like that. It's like, oh.
And you're not sure why you threw it there either. You always have. Why'd you do that? I don't know. Seemed like the thing to do at the time. But that wasn't. They weren't on our team, you know.
I don't know. I just had the feeling. That guy was sitting over there wanting the ball. So
yeah, he looked like a nice guy. Yeah, he won the raffle at halftime, so we gave him a basketball. Still at 3 here in the third. Singleton, who just came into the ball game, working that left side, and Brebeuf, nothing there. We'll bring it back out front. Here's Kendall. They do move the ball really well, though,
yes.
don't they? Shot from the right side, no by Kendall. Offensive rebound, and Miller goes to the line.
One of the shortest girls on the court comes out of with the rebound.
Boy, how many times do you see that, though, huh? By the way, that foul called on Haynes, her third. Well, they say 2 on the board, so we'll take 1 back, and the free throw good. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just Bill, as she said. I mean, she had several players around her, too. It wasn't like she was all by herself getting the rebound. Warman with the basketball nearly lost it. And Brebeuf kind of ratcheting things up on defense. 3 from the right wing. Way off the mark there by Murphy. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay right here.
Looks like it went off Payne, number 32.
Well, this will be interesting if these two teams do meet in that sectional. Shot no good from the right wing by Bills. Offensive rebound, no. And it'll stay here. They stepped out of bounds. And we've talked about this in other broadcasts. Billy, you get to the sectional, it's a different feeling. I mean, I've coached it. Everything feels different. We're not going to inbound the ball yet. I think we had a player that they were going to get in, and they will. That'll be Corey Dews.
So here's the thing. If Brebeuf loses tonight, they meet in the sectional. Coach Miller's going to say, we ain't going to let that happen again.
Yeah, little incentive, isn't it?
We've seen all the defenses they can throw at us.
Yeah.
And we're going to adjust to it.
Adjust, that's right. Not at halftime. We'll do it during practice. 1:20 remaining. Look at Guerin moving the ball.
Yeah.
Pass inside, though. They turn it over for the 8th time.
I wouldn't have gone with that one, but
yeah, that was kind of throwing it into a crowd.
Got her wide open.
Yeah, there is Sophia Payne with her first 2, the 6'1" senior. They finally hit one down low. Tied at 30. Bill's trying to find some room, but nothing there. Good defense by Kendall. Take a look at this again.
And she just cut to the basket, nobody there.
Yep, and didn't hesitate with the left hand.
No. Please throw it to me. Please throw it to me.
Yeah, I wish she was almost too wide open. I don't know if Guerin will try to hold this for one. Might be a long time to hold the basketball. Nice move, pass down low. It's loose, and will stay here again as it went out of bounds off of Brebeuf.
Fernandez made the play inside, dumped it off, but the person that was retrieving the pass just couldn't handle it.
Now I would say you're probably close to playing for one right here. Until I say that, and of course it always happens. I'm not sure that...
hey, that guy up there said we're going to hope for one.
Forget him. What does he know? Ball loose on the sideline, and after it goes volleyball off 3 or 4 players, it's going to be Brebeuf basketball. You know, it's inevitable that I say something and they do the opposite. So just don't listen to me too much, Bill.
It's like when they're...
And that's going to be a turnover by Brebeuf.
It's like when they go to the free throw line, you say, oh, they're 4 for 4 tonight.
Yeah.
They go up and clink.
Clink, yep. And they would rather you just shut up and not say anything. 4.2 remaining. Guerin will have to work quick. Will he get a shot off? Nice pass underneath. Oh, my. Warman tried to hurry it and missed it.
There just wasn't up there.
We'll head to the 4th, tied at 30.
No, they scored more
8.
than that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 8.
3, 5.
So 2 straight quarters of just single digits. And then Guerin scored 9. Boy, 2 offensive juggernauts. Ooh. Okay, how many reads do I have left? I have Industrial, Aspen Creek. So I got a couple here. The tension is palatable. I have a Oh. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Industrial Sales Associates. They've been an electromechanical component manufacturer's representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee. Good luck to all the teams during this winter sports season. For more information, give them a call at 317-546-1900. And Bill, nothing decided yet?
No, and you set it off there with these two teams. They're only scoring 9 and 8 points in that third quarter.
Yeah, we've got a few single-digit quarters tonight.
I don't want it. You take it. I don't want it. You take it.
There is some question on the possession arrow, as you saw one of the officials come over.
Well, I thought they were going to talk about the clock issue.
The clock, yeah. Why didn't you start that early? Why didn't you shut it off, too? And again, all kidding aside, sometimes they get involved in the game, they just kind of forget.
Exactly, yeah.
So it will be Guerin basketball.
The pass wanted to go over to Fernandez, but I don't know. It's like she was guarded pretty well, so.
Nice pass, shot on the way, good. Give the assist to Fernandez. Haynes with the 2. Well, they worked that almost to perfection against that zone.
And the way she threw that pass to where the only one could get it was her player,
That's
her
right.
teammate.
Boy, you saw Guerin there again go a little zone trap as the 3 up top, no good by Miller, and they're one and done. So people want it over and back, but all 3 points have to be across 2 feet and the basketball.
Point, yeah. And a lot of people don't think realize that, and they want the over and back.
Yeah.
It's like
can't be done.
That's right.
We will.
And I believe in this series, though, Guerin leads this series 13-7. I believe.
Oh, they do.
I believe. Let me do some research here.
Well, we got a crack staff here. Have them do it. They can look it up real quick. Looks like we got a foul call against Haynes. Or nope, they're going to say 34 Sharp. I did not see that. So it will be Brebeuf basketball once again. Miller on the drive, scoop shot again. That is maybe for Miller the second time she has done that, where she somehow is able to sneak that ball up between those defenders. That is incredible. Foul's going to be against Murphy. That'll be her second. Neither team able to pull away here tonight.
And Guerin does hold a 13-7 lead in this series.
Okay. Second free throw good. So still tied in this one, and well, I'll give Bills credit. She got a heck of a fastball. Unfortunately, it was a little awry.
I wonder if she plays softball.
I hope so, because that looked pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Only problem is she threw it to her teammates on the bench.
Yeah.
By the way, that'll be the 9th turnover now by Guerin, each team with 9. Drive and off balance. Miller falls to the floor, and we've got a foul call. That's going to go against Brebeuf.
Is it going to be on Perry? No.
I'm not sure what he signaled right there. He's kind of quick on that one.
Number 14 is going to be Anderson, right?
Yep, Natalie Anderson. Here's a little 1-2-2 trap again by Brebeuf. They're going to try to look for that steal, slow this offense down. And there's your steal.
Perry read that beautifully.
See that? You'll got to like that. We just mentioned you kind of wait for the player to show where they're going to put the basketball, and she stepped right in front of it. Now, if I'm Perry, I'd say, give me the ball now. I'm hot.
That's right.
10 turnovers now for the Golden Eagles.
And she's got it. And we're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, Brebeuf They want a timeout right here, and it's going to be a full timeout. We're tied at 32.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Aspen Creek Grill. Feel like treating someone special to a delicious meal? Try Aspen Creek Grill. Next time you come in for dinner, maybe get a gift card to share with your friends. Aspen Creek Grill, great food. Make sure you try that powwow shrimp. Aspen Creek, located in Noblesville. Must be one of Keith's favorites.
It is good. Have you ever had it?
No.
Oh, you got to go there.
Oh, should.
We can get Keith to get a gift card and take us up there to get us some powwow shrimp.
Well, you know what he does? He does those trivia questions, and then he doesn't let anybody win, and then he says he's the winner. He takes it up there. No wonder he eats there for free so much. So after the timeout, now you see another 2-3 zone put together here by Guerin. The drive, the runner, no, by Kendall. Yet another offensive rebound.
We're going to get a foul on Perry.
Yeah, Perry reaching around. Nice job there on the rebound by Caitlin Sharp.
That's only Perry's first foul, though, so...
By the way, heck of a crowd here for this girls' game. And Guerin nearly threw it away. And they did. Stepping out of bounds was Murphy.
And the defender over there forced her on that sideline.
Yeah. You know, we used to do in practice, I'd put a box on each side of the half-court line. And if you dribble into that, you're going to run. Just to keep them in the middle of the floor.
Oh, there you go.
They hated me after a while. But you're not a good leader unless they hate you, Bill.
There you go. Yeah. That's right.
Coming up on 5 minutes. We haven't scored any points here in a while.
Troy, we got another game. Let's not send this one to where.
Oh, you did it, Bill. You did it.
I didn't say it.
You were thinking
I didn't say it.
3-point attempt, no good by Singleton. Yeah, send your hate mail. What's your email, Bill?
I forgot.
Yeah, I bet you did. So now you see Brebeuf, little zone trap as they chase. You know, one thing about players, a lot of times they'll forget about that 10-second count. You got to get it across the timeline. Nice cut to the basket.
And she didn't finish it.
Sharp missed the puppy, and then they throw it away. Oh, my. Coach Cardinal.
You know what? They put a backboard up there for a reason.
You better
use it.
Bill, you better
use it.
You better ask them if they know what it's for, because I think they forgot.
My goodness.
It does make it easier if you use it. Here's a three on the way. Good by Miller. Big basket by Ella Miller.
Her third three of the night.
She's having one heck of a ball game. Now a lead by 3 for the Braves. Nice crossover. Pull-up jumper good the other way by Murphy. That's one of the better crossovers you'll see back to the right hand.
Yes.
Under 4 minutes. Ball loose on the floor.
Oh, nice.
Student section getting into this one here tonight. They have come out in force, and we've got a 30-second timeout. Reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Ref Reps. RefReps is designed in partnership with numerous state high school associations. They help officials to hone their skills and promote unity in the officiating world. RefReps is for the new official as well as the seasoned veteran. If you need more information, contact them at refreps.com. We want to take a look at that crossover that we had a little bit. Look at that.
And she had a good, clean look at it, you know.
You know what she did, too? She shot a mid-range jumper.
Yeah.
That gets me excited.
That's what you want.
So no matter what, I think she should be the player of the game just for shooting a mid-range jumper. So Annie Murphy, if you see this broadcast sometime, you're my player of the game no matter what. Boy, long.
She averages 4 points a ball game, and she already has 7 tonight.
By the way, Brebeuf was in that timeout a little bit longer than the official wanted him to, and he's blowing his whistle. They were getting close, getting teed up right there. The drive and a foul call against Perry.
Perry didn't have any fouls, and now she's picked up 2. Close to back-to-back here, Troy.
Well, here's some big free throws, Bill. 3.5 to go, and you put Reagan Haynes at the line and just calmly hit that one. Anytime
I like the form and the spin of the ball.
Yeah.
And the height of it.
I was about to say, look like your shots. Second one. Now that's more like mine right there. So she got 1 of 2. Schaefer with a rebound, and it's tied again.
My shot would be the old Rick Barry type.
You do the underhand stuff, really? Wow. Oh, big turnover right there for Brebeuf.
And Pate is looking like, what was that?
Who was that to, by the way?
That's right.
So we got another change. We'll see Corey Dews come in now for Guerin. You know, that'll drive a lot of coaches absolutely nuts, just an unforced error like that. You just throw it away. Got to treat that basketball like gold. How about that move? Murphy took the inbound and took it all the way herself.
She said, watch this.
Yeah. 2-point lead now for Guerin. Scoop shot. Yes, with the left hand by Schaefer. Wow.
Troy, that's her first point since the first half.
Back the other way. Bucket good. That'll be Dews, her first 2. Now we're going back and forth. Nice crossover. Here's Pate. Feeds it down low to Perry. Perry with the left hand on the right side. This time she gets it to go. Well, we might see one of those games, whoever has the ball last. And we're going to go to the free throw line. Foul called on 23, Schaefer, her third.
No, they...
Take a look at this layup right here. Look at this. Do it.
And again, splitting the defenders.
Now, if I were Schaefer, I'm stepping over. I don't let her drive in that far. Look to take the charge. Here's Murphy. Take a look at this Brebeuf layup on the other side. Now the scoop shot. 2 nice plays back to back. Second free throw missed. And jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow in favor of Brebeuf. And they trail it by 1. The good news is if you're Guerin, now the possession arrow is in favor of you.
There you go.
So what do the Braves have in store right here? We're at odds now with a 1-point lead. Nice up and under. Left hand, no. Schaefer missed it, but able to get it back, and we got a foul before the shot. I believe they got Bills. That was a heck of a move by Schaefer. Into the lineup will be Caitlin Sharp. Take a look at this. The drive, that's the foul right there. And that was a great move, though, by Schaefer moments ago. In the corner, wide open three, no. Kendall couldn't get it to go. Boy, if I'm Guerin right now, I'm holding.
Yeah, take some time off the clock.
Oop. Spread the floor.
Protect the ball.
They're going to quickly shoot it anyway and miss it. See, I think you pull it out. Bills with a quick shot. So now Brebeuf, chance to regain the lead. Wide open. Here is Pate. No. And it goes out of bounds back to Guerin. Who's going to get the timeout? It's going to be Brebeuf. Yeah. And I believe this is going to be a 30-second timeout, and it is. Want to remind you again, sportsmanship is the fair and generous behavior, treatment of others. Be a good sport, respect our coaches, players, officials, and fans. IndianaSRN and the Indiana State Officials Association knows that sportsmanship begins with you. And again, don't forget, when we're done, Bill will name the Piper Logistics Player of the Game.
You know, Troy, I'm looking at the schedule of Brebeuf. The last close game they had was against Greenwood, 37-35. Then they had a blowout of Heron, 55-13. So this is kind of uncharted, maybe territory for Brebeuf right now.
It is.
This is not what they expected, I don't believe.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've gotten everything they can ask for tonight from Guerin. Full court press put on here lightly at the beginning. Let's see if they'll ratchet things up.
Now this is where you need to take that time off, Troy, and protect the ball.
Well, here's the other thing. A lot of players don't like this situation. They don't want to have the ball in their hands. Let's find out who does for Guerin. Things get a little tight.
You know what? I'm thinking Murphy's got that confidence. Give it to her.
And that'll be Fernandez getting fouled. That'll stop the clock at 51.4.
Fouls on Miller. They say it's her third. I've got her for 2, but...
Yeah, I had her for 2 as well. So here is Natalie Fernandez for the 1 and bonus. She hits them both. It's still a 1-possession game.
67% free throw shooter, Troy.
1 for 2 tonight. The line drive shot is good. By the way, the basket is 10 feet. That went 10 feet and a half inch. You barely got that one over the rim. Second one on the way. No. They've missed 2 out of their last 4 free throws. Still a 2-point ball game. Pate with the basketball. Does Brebeuf here just look to tie? Looks like that's going to be the case. They can't get the roll on the shot by Miller, and it'll be Guerin basketball. And it's going to be a full timeout by Guerin. Down to 27.3. It's a 2-point ball game.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here, 41-39. The Piper Logistics Player of the Game is coming up.
She's got 10.
Well, what do you do here? You want to certainly, if you're Guerin, as you take a look at Coach Cardinal, you want to really take care of the basketball, force Brebeuf to foul you. And if you're Brebeuf, you want to foul quickly because you need time on the clock.
So if you're going to get fouled and you got number 10 Bills on the court for Guerin, I tell Miller's probably telling, don't foul her. She's 76% free throw shooter.
Yeah, stay away from her.
So, yeah.
But if you get desperate, you can get anybody you can.
Exactly.
Because you don't want a whole lot of time coming off the clock.
You want to save some time for you.
Guerin on the inbound. There's Fernandez. How long will they wait? Boy, they looked to foul right there as you saw Schaefer reach out and try to commit it.
They finally got it.
They ended up losing another 3 seconds.
It's on Payne.
Sophia picks up number 1, I believe, and it is. And here is Fernandez at the line. There's still plenty of time on the clock as Perry back in.
So this is still a 1-on-1.
By the way, Fernandez 2 for 4 tonight from the line. And missed it. They missed 3 out of 5. Pate in the corner. Who's going to take that last shot? Kendall back to Pate. Clock to 9. Off the screen, Kendall. Kendall back to Pate. Will they get a shot off?
They're going to have to hurry.
And at the buzzer, no, and it's over.
Oh, look at that!
What a win tonight for the Golden Eagles.
You can say this is a signature win for Coach Cardinal and the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles.
I agree. It is time, Bill, to name the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. Who did you decide?
I want to go with Annie Murphy of Guerin Catholic. She ended up with 10, but the way she played towards the end of the game, just phenomenal. I like her play.
All right, there is your Piper Logistics Player of the Game. It is Annie Murphy of Guerin Catholic. We have a boys game coming up in about 25 minutes or so stay around. I hope you enjoyed this one. 41-39, Guerin gets the win. Thanks for being with us. It's been high school basketball on Indiana SRN.
The Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles.
Not like a little AC/DC, though.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts. Find a location near you. Now.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. He said he loved me. My friends told me it wasn't a big deal. They thought he was so cool. But they didn't know what he wanted me to do.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. You have no idea the kind of pressure I felt to take things to the next level. Things were moving so fast. I was basically the only person in the freshman class who hadn't done it yet. So, we did.
I loved him.
I thought she loved me.
My health class had CPR at school. I stayed after class to talk with the instructor about it. They showed me that it didn't have to be that way.
They showed me that I get to make my own choices.
There is another way.
That's the best thing CPR gives you. Another way. A better way.
A healthy way. Sometimes you don't see it because you're in your own world, but they don't make you feel bad. They talk to you like a real person, and they save kids from really unhealthy decisions. They tell the truth, and they know what they're talking about. So yeah, my life was different. I started to choose the better way.
I honestly don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing had it not been for CPR.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see Mike did it?
It is a packed house here at Guerin Catholic High School. The nest is full, and we're ready for high school basketball on a Friday night. Guerin Catholic winning 5 of their last 6. They're 9-5 on the season. Brebeuf, they've won 3 out of their last 5. They come in at 8-5 on the year. Great matchup anticipated here tonight, and tonight's game is brought to you in part by IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences. Begin your journey today. Also by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, serving our customers and the community since 1955. Troy Darngowski, Bill Ludlow with you tonight. We just finished off with an exciting girls game, but we got one for the books in this one. Two teams that probably don't like each other all that much, and they're ready to do battle tonight. And Bill, I'll tell you what, we were kind of joking a little bit ago. We're running out of seats in here, so we might sell some next to us and make a little extra money, but this place is packed.
You know, I hopefully the big guys aren't listening that we're going to sell some seats. That's right. Because we're going to take them. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly. Well, let me tell you what, too. This isn't just a Guerin crowd tonight. Brebeuf is showing up in force. In fact, they are surrounding us. And so you think this place is going to be loud. You wait until this game gets started.
You look at this gymnasium, too, Troy. It says it seats 1,979. There's 1,979 seats taken right now. Well, maybe 75 because we got a couple of them.
That's right. We're saving those. You got that right. Well, let's talk about this Braves basketball team. They come in, as we mentioned a little bit ago, at 8-5. They've won 3 of the last 5. They lost a tough one to Lawrence North recently by 3, and then they just beat Indy Metro. What do you see in this team as you come into this one here tonight? It really looks like they have a very balanced basketball team.
They do, but I'm thinking Coach Alan Glunt is in his first year at Brebeuf, kind of like Guerin, the girls in our last game. They're trying to find that identity.
Yeah.
And that goes for the up and five. But, playing a tough, and I've seen Lawrence North, playing a tough Lawrence North team and only losing by 3.
Yeah.
If I'm Alan Glunt, I'm saying, you guys don't have anything to hang your head about.
Yeah.
Because there's no, they ain't got to see each other because Lawrence North's 4A, this is 3A.
Yeah.
But, they're averaging 54 points a game. Defense is giving up 48, So, and I think Guerin's is kind of along the same lines.
Yeah.
So whoever reaches 50 tonight
might win
this ball game, Troy.
By the way, look for Evan Haywood, a 14-point scorer. He's also a 37-point three-point shooter. You have Merrick Macaluso at 10.9 and 6.3 rebounds per game, but it does appear they shoot the ball from 3 pretty well.
Yeah, you look at what they do, and they're shooting 31% from three-point line, and they're 56 from the free throw line. So I'm thinking if it gets down to it, Coach Glunt might say, hey, buddy, might tell the Haywood kid, we need a three-pointer, son.
Yeah.
Go out and get me one.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Kind of like in the huddle with the movie Hoosiers, I can do it, Coach.
I tried that once, and it just didn't seem it didn't work at all. They just kind of looked at me like, run the picket fence.
That's right.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk about Guerin. We've seen them several times this year, and they're at home in front of a packed house. We'll do that coming up next right here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back once again here at Guerin Catholic High School. We mentioned the Golden Eagles coming in. They've won 5 out of their last 6, coming off wins over Covenant Christian. That was a real big battle that they had against Covenant Christian. They beat a Heron team, and Heron, again, a lot of rebuilding going on with that team. But Guerin has gotten better and better as the season's gone along.
Yeah, and you look at what they do. You got 54 points. You're scoring 54 points. You're giving up 45. But you look at the players that they got, and we've already mentioned the Haywood kid. and or no, that's for Brebeuf. But they got the Sorensen kid for Guerin. This is the first time I've seen Guerin. You've seen Guerin several times this year.
Yeah.
The Sorensen kid, from the films that I've looked at him, he's the real deal, Troy.
Yeah, he is very, very good. Robert Sorensen, a junior. But I'll tell you what, Camilla Chandler is a young man. When I saw him earlier in the year, smooth, shoots well, takes it strong to the basket. He is a great compliment when you put him and Sorensen in the backcourt. And then you throw in Jack Cherry, who missed some time because of football, got injured in the football season, but he is back. They have 3 guards who can really light you up.
Yeah, and, I like the Cherry kid. I kind of remember him from last year.
Yeah.
And like you said, he had to miss some time due to the football, but, he's starting to find that groove. And, you look at the schedule, we're almost to the end of the boys' schedule also, Troy.
Yep.
So for Cherry to find your groove right now, baby, look out, because I'm on fire.
And guess what? These 2 teams could play again also in the sectional. And that's a brutal sectional, too.
Right. And you look at what Guerin does, from three-point line, they're 35%, Troy.
Yep, they can stroke it.
And then from the free throw line, they're 70%. So this is a very, very good Bobby Allen coached team.
Yeah.
We've known Bobby. He's in his 5th year here at Guerin. And what has he done since he's been here is win basketball games.
Yeah.
Let's keep that up tonight. That's what he's telling the squad.
That's why you have a big crowd tonight, too.
There you go.
Yeah, they want to see him win another one. You mentioned Sorensen at 12.5, Chandler at 8.4. One other guy really got to mention is Dylan Morantz, the 6'7 junior. He's a smooth type player. Guy can play around the basket, take it to the outside. Watch him a little bit tonight, too.
Okay.
He's going to be fun to watch. And by the way, when you look at these 2 teams, if this sets the tone and they meet again in the sectional tournament, I want to win this game because I'm going to come back and say, guess what? We beat you then. We'll beat you one more time, right?
And in the series, Brebeuf leads the series 12-10.
So always very close between these 2 teams.
But you know what? Like anything else, throw them records out the window because – we're going to play for keeps here.
Exactly. Looks like we're going to have a national anthem and such. We'll come back in a couple of moments, get the starting lineups and the tip-off right around the corner here from Guerin Catholic High School on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get...
Back here at Guerin, let's go to our public address announcer for the starting lineups. There you have it. For the Braves, it'll be Butcher, Haywood, Macaluso, along with Warren and Freeman. For the Golden Eagles, Cherry, Sorensen, Chandler, Morans, and Bryson Cardinal getting the start here tonight. Bill, what do you think? What's going to be the key to this one?
You know, move the ball, get the rebounds, create points off turnovers.
Okay. It's going to be Brebeuf basketball. Evan Haywood, the 6'4 junior, along with Freeman out front. Freeman guarded there by Chandler. This is Warren. A three on the way from the top by Haywood is no good. They're one and done. Cherry with the basketball. By the way, both student sections will be standing the entire night. We won't see this entire side of the floor, by the way. This is Cherry with the basketball. Sorensen traveled with it, got away with it as well. Here's Chandler.
Yeah, they on Brebeuf's side.
Morans to Cardinal, has his shot blocked by Warren. And a foul in the backcourt, and I think they got 22, or did they just say it went out of bounds? Yep, they're going to say it went out of bounds on Morans.
Well, they gave Morans the foul.
Ah, they did. So Morans does pick up the foul. So it will be Brebeuf basketball. First foul of the ball game. Freeman brings it across the timeline. They'll dump it down low. Macaluso with the basketball. Yes. His first two.
It's like that ball didn't know if it wanted to go in or not, you know.
Nice touch, though, huh? Early 2-0 lead. By the way, the Guerin girls picked up a win. 2-point victory in their game against Brebeuf. Cherry against Haywood. Here's Chandler. Chandler, fadeaway jumper, no. Ball tipped, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Brebeuf basketball.
Went off a Cardinal. He tried to save it, but to no avail.
Ty Sanders will come in, and by the way, Moran's a little shaken up, so he is coming out of the lineup. Moran's the 6'7 junior, limping to the bench. They will need his size. Good look at Freeman. Near side Haywood drives between two defenders. Basket good, and he's fouled. That's going to go on Robert Sorensen. That's his first. Take another look at it right there. Nice sidestep to get around the defender. Haywood averaging 14.2 points per game, has his first 3.
He's like a 73% free throw shooter, too, so.
Well, it got warm in this gym, too, by the way.
Yeah, you put all these bodies in here, you know.
Yeah,
Woo!
the heat went up. 5-0 early. Sorensen, three-pointer straight away.
Nothing
Good.
but net. And you know when he let that go, he knew where it was going.
He loves that shot at the top, but you got to watch him. He'll take it to the basket as well. Brebeuf basketball, nearly turned over. In the corner, three-pointer missed as Butcher couldn't get it to go. We'll head the other way. Here's Cherry on the drive. Dump down, Cardinal no. And the rebound ripped out of there by Quinn Warren. Brebeuf wasting no time. Three-pointer good from the right side. Macaluso now has 5.
And this is going to be a little faster paced game than what we had the first one here, Troy.
Yep. Good look at Cherry. Coming out front will be Sanders. Here is Chandler with the basketball, and we got a foul call against Brebeuf. Looks like they got Reese Butcher, and that'll be his first.
I think he tried to go through the screen there and just knock the player over.
Well, you look at this Braves team. They got 6'5", 6'4", 6'4", 6'7", 6'4", 6'3". They got size across everybody in that lineup. So they certainly have an advantage there. This is Cherry. In the corner, the drive by Cardinal, the turn. Here is Sorensen. Nope, take that back. Cherry dumps it off, and the three-pointer no good by Chandler. Out on the run the other way, but Chandler's
nice
back.
tip away from Chandler.
Good hustle.
Kept his head up.
This is Sorensen. 15-footer, yes.
Got it.
He has all 5. Coming up on the halfway point now of a quick opening quarter.
Almost 13 points a game for Sorensen.
Second turnover, 3-on-1 break back the other way. Sorensen, no. And the rebound by Warren. Back the other way quickly in the corner. Good look at Freeman. You know, we might be wore out by the end of the first quarter, Bill. Jump stop, high off the glass, missed it badly as Freeman.
And this game is they're kind of letting them play also.
Oh yeah,
Troy.
yeah. I was going to say, Bill, I'm almost out of breath. Yeah. And I can see some of those guys are breathing pretty hard right now. Just the intensity of this opening quarter. Sanders with the basketball off the screen. Sorensen has his shot blocked by Butcher, able to get it back. This is Chandler. Chandler, nice crossover, dump down to Cardinal. Cardinal blocked again, able to get it back. Cardinal with the left hand, yes.
Got it.
Nice way to stay with it. Bryson Cardinal, just a sophomore.
Somebody other than Sorensen scored, right?
Yeah, exactly. 8-7 Brebeuf. Baseline drive, right hand, good by Butcher. And I believe we have a timeout on the floor. We do. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Industrial Sales Associates. They've been an electromechanical component manufacturer's representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee for many years. They say good luck to all the teams during this sports season. For more information, give them a call at 317-546-1900. Well, we are off to a fast start in this one, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you got the 5 points from Sorensen, and then kind of a pretty good balance from Brebeuf on the other side of the ledger there. You got Macaluso with 5 points, a 3 and a 2. So, and these are young men. They're real good physical conditioning, but how much can they stand this? Can they do that for the whole game?
We're going to find out for sure. Guerin down by 3. This is Chandler. In the ball game now will be Lucas Parker for Guerin. He wears number 14. There he is right there. Cherry. The drive, the feed underneath. Left-hand layup missed by Sanders. Boy, you can't miss those. Macaluso got the rebound. Chance here for Brebeuf to build on a 3-point lead under 2 minutes to go. Nice crossover, Butcher. Throws it outside, goes into the backcourt. A race for the basketball, goes out of bounds. Third turnover now for Brebeuf.
And I don't know where he was going at with that because there was nobody there.
Good look at Dylan Moran's back in the lineup now for the Golden Eagles. He went out limping, but apparently is okay as Sanders comes out of the lineup. Cherry on the inbound. Stays right here.
He tried to force the pass into Moran's, and it just got knocked out of bounds.
You can see some of the student section on the far side. That's Guerin. You see how packed it is there. It's packed in front of us as well with students and fans from Brebeuf. And we've got an offensive foul against Guerin. That's going to go against Moran's. He has 2. Set an illegal screen, and they got him.
So if you're going to set a screen, you do it the right way, but
yeah, you need to get set, and he moved right there. Sometimes that's not always the screener's fault. You see guys, especially off the dribble, they go out around the screen.
Right.
And those big guys just automatically move. Come off shoulder to shoulder. Good hustle there by Chandler.
Chandler tried to force the turnover.
I figured, Bill, if I'm going to set that screen, you better use it. I'm not setting you another one. Macaluso with the basketball. This Brebeuf team, these guys that are on the floor right now, you have Javon Brooks in the lineup. They're impressive. Ball goes out of bounds.
Again, Butcher tried to split the defenders. The ball got tipped, but it was last touched by a Golden Eagle.
By the way, only 3 seniors on this Brebeuf team, so they're relatively young. Macaluso. Butcher from 14, no. Macaluso with a rebound.
Wow.
And he's still alive with it.
Young man went up for it.
And he does it again. Macaluso now with 7. Boy, he earned that rebound, didn't he?
He sure did, and he's not afraid to go in there and bang the bodies there.
Here's Chandler with the left hand, good. Camille Chandler with his first 2. Now will Brebeuf play for the final shot of this opening period? We mentioned Brooks in the lineup, a 6-foot junior with a basketball. He wears number 2. And you see they'll spread the floor and play for 1. This is Freeman against Camille Chandler. Baseline drive, Butcher. 3 on the way, no good. Picked up in the corner. Did they get the shot off? Apparently they did not. And that's the end of 1. Brebeuf leads it by 3.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Aspen Creek Grill. If you feel like treating someone special to a great meal, try Aspen Creek Grill. Next time you come in for dinner, maybe get a gift card. And don't forget to try their powwow shrimp. Aspen Creek, located in Noblesville. Hal, what'd you think about that opening quarter?
Well, it's a pretty good balanced scoring by both ball clubs. Mike Aluso, he's leading all scores with 7 points. But I tell you what, the young man has got the fight in him, man. He'll get in there and he'll scrap for that ball. He's like, if you don't want it, I'll take it. Or you know what? I'll just take it from you.
From you, yeah, exactly. I like those players, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, guys who get on the floor and get that uniform a little dirty. So here we go. By the way, we keep packing more fans in front of me, so you're going to have to help me. Here's Chandler on the drive, the feed inside. A little floater good there by Cardinal.
Bryson Cardinal picked up his 4th point with that shot. And it was just a nice little soft one-hander that he threw up there.
Yeah, good touch. So Brebeuf with a 1-point lead. Here's Warren. In the ball game now will be Jaron Bowling. Or take that back, Jaron Bowling. And we got an offensive foul. Yep. That's going to be Haywood's first. 4th turnover now by Brebeuf. Jaron Bowling is a 6'5 senior. Therefore, Brebeuf. Also in for the Golden Eagles, Josh Holba. He is 6'3", and he's a big body down low. He will bang around a lot tonight. He's a big fella. Sorensen looking for the screen and roll. Nothing there.
He's one of their football players also.
Yeah, well, he better be. Big fella. His arms look like my legs. There's a turnover. Back the other way, and with a left hand off the front of the rim is Bowling. Big guy comes in and automatically pays dividends. Here is Chandler. Holba with a basketball entry pass, turnover. Here come the Braves back the other way. Here's a scoop shot up and good by Haywood. And a timeout by Guerin Catholic. Bobby Allen not happy with what he saw with his basketball team. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Want to remind you, RefReps is designed in partnership with numerous state high school associations, helping officials hone their skills and promote unity in the officiating world. RefReps is for the new official as well as this season veteran. If you would like more information, contact them at refreps.com. Well, we have 4 turnovers by Brebeuf. Golden Eagles with 2 turnovers. I want to remind you as well that tonight's broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of pictures, audio, or our NIL is prohibited by the Indiana High School Athletic Association. So in other words, Bill, they can't use our voice. Bill will be after you. He's got some attorneys that are big time. 5-point lead. Guerin.
Parker almost had that ball stripped away along the sideline. But
Well, and think about this. There is Sorensen in the corner for three, missed it. I tell you, Brebeuf is long at every position. They're hard to get around. Here's a three at the top. That's no good by Freeman, and it hit the wire up top, and so it'll go over to Guerin. Take a look at this. This is Bowling, the steal. Look at that, ball handling. He was going to dunk it, but
yes, he was, wasn't he? His eyes got this big, baby.
Here is Cherry. Might have been partially blocked by Bowling, and here come the Braves again.
Right now, Guerin needs a stop here.
Warren will kick it back outside to Freeman. Chandler went for the steal. Freeman gives it up again to Warren. And offensive foul on Warren. Lowered that shoulder, got him in trouble.
To some of the dismay of the Braves crowd here, but
well, you only make them happy half the time. You either get Brebeuf or you get Guerin, right? So they only think you get 50% of the calls right anyway. By the way, Chandler coming out of the lineup for the Golden Eagles, so he'll get a break. By the way, this Guerin offense has been stalled a little bit right here. This is Sanders. See, look how long Quinn Warren is 6'7" at the top of that defense. It's just nowhere to go with the basketball. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by Macaluso.
It was kicked off.
So you put 6'7" on the top, and then you put Reese Butcher at 6'3" on this side. You got Macaluso at 6'4" in the middle. And you still have Brooks. He's 6 foot. He's way down there inside.
And you say, Coach, where do you want me to go with the ball?
No, you can't do it. All these long arms out there. But it has really slowed the pace down.
Yeah, at the start of the game, you're right. The intensity was hard here. That's kind of, like Troy said, slowed down a little bit.
Here's a three from the top, and I think they kind of settled for that one.
Wow.
Back the other way, and it got stuffed by the rim. That was Warren.
Warren.
He'll catch it from the Guerin student section, and a foul out front there by Brooks. That looks like me trying to dunk. I'm pretty good when I can hit it off the side of the rim. And listen, he just he kind of took a weird step right there and got off his timing.
Me too when I go to dunk it, because I'm not dunking it, I'm just throwing it up.
Yeah, but in your younger days, boy, could you put it down. Coming into the lineup now for Brebeuf is Sam Sherman, a 6-foot junior. It was 12-9 after one, and it's now 16-11. Golden Eagles have managed just 2 points in this quarter, if my math is correct.
That is correct.
Yeah, I went to University of Wyoming and Laramie for nothing here. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Cardinal, but then he threw it at the feet of Sorensen. And it'll go back over to Brebeuf.
Sorensen went to throw it up there, and he was on the baseline.
3.5 to go here in just moments. And again, Guerin held to just 2 points.
Macaluso's open over here in the corner.
Yeah, they did not see him. So they'll go Warren back out front to Brooks. This reminds me a little bit of the girls' game. High-scoring first quarter, then a low-scoring second quarter. The three missed by Macaluso, and they kind of settled on that shot too.
Cherry with the rebound, and Brooks picks up his second foul.
Well, they got Chandler back in, speaking of Guerin, because they need that offense to get going. Here is Cam Freeman back in the lineup now for Brebeuf.
He's 10.4 points a ball game, Chandler. And he's only got 2 right now, so.
Here's Cherry. Trying to throw it opposite side, turned it over. That's 4. Down the lane, left hand no by Macaluso. He went to the floor. Here's Moran's three-pointer. That's no good. Butcher was there for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Guerin. You know, that girls' game, again, we just struggle in that. What is it about quarter number 2? We should eliminate it and just go to quarter number 3.
Going to halftime after quarter 1.
That's
come back and we'll play the third quarter.
Yeah, or maybe just move the second to the third and, well, you know what I mean. Move third to the second. We'd really mix it up. Brebeuf, they've been dry for a while, too. Good look at Butcher. Entry pass and the tip out. Now to Freeman. Freeman looks to drive and turns it over. Number 6. Here comes Cherry. Bounce pass intended for Moran's. Turned it over again. Number 5.
Heads up play there by Macaluso. Stayed right with it.
Fans are still coming in.
Huh. You may be selling that seat before it's over, baby.
I'd sell mine here in a minute. Ball loose, turnover by Brebeuf.
Oh, nice balance there by Chandler.
Moran's in the lane, got bumped, and we got a blocking foul the other way. I believe that's going to be number 5, Warren, and it is his second. If I sell my seat, you can do the rest of the game. I'll beat the crowd. Do I get paid my normal salary still, too?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You'll vouch for me that I stayed the entire game.
Absolutely, I will. And there I'm using that word, absolutely.
Absolutely. They don't like that word. Moran's his first point. Missed the second. So still you're looking at a Guerin team has managed only 3 points in this second quarter. By the way, these teams met last year in the sectional. It ended up 37-35 Brebeuf. Nice reverse attempt, and Macaluso gets it blocked. He thought he was fouled, no whistle. Sorensen down the lane, and a foul call the other way. We'll go to the line for 2.
2. Fouls on Haywood.
Billy, you were talking about the Brebeuf fans to our right. Well, the Brebeuf fans to the left didn't like that call either. So take a look at the foul there.
Man, it's Friday. Is this Friday 13th? We can't make anybody happy.
Well, I'll tell you what, the free throws aren't coming easy either. Sorensen will get another one. Guerin will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Here is Alex Hill, a 6'3 senior in the lineup. He'll come in for Warren, who has those 2 fouls. By the way, Haywood has 2. Haywood scored all 5 of his points in the opening quarter, and Sorensen will get 1 of 2. He has 6. So the lead down to 3.
6 points on the night now for Robert Sorensen.
You know, we should have kept track. When's the last time Brebeuf scored? They've been on a dry spell. Yeah, it's been a while. They've only scored 4 in this quarter. That 3-pointer's off the mark, and diving on the floor. Good hustle there by Hill, but it goes out of bounds. I mean, again, we don't have our crack statistician here tonight. He usually travels with us, but he decided to stay home and watch movies instead, so we don't know when the last time, but it's been a while for Brebeuf.
You know what he's watching? Groundhog Day.
Oh, I thought he's watching the Stooges. Or that's on Saturday night.
That's right.
Yeah. He usually sits down with a pound of fudge and watches the Stooges, and we're trying to get him to work more, but he just won't show up. Here's Cherry.
Got that pound of fudge. Call me.
Well, Guerin's going to play for one right here. Well, it has just been a struggle now offensively.
I think they've opened up a door, Troy, because I felt some cool air a while ago.
I hope
so.
Boy, it got really warm in here. And this crowd started
better
filing
let her
in.
go.
Yep. 5 seconds, Cherry trap. Here's Cardinal at the buzzer.
Hit it! Oh, baby! Oh!
Bryson Cardinal, as time runs out in the first half and ties the ball game at 16. Take a look at it right there. He was at the volleyball line.
And nothing but net.
You know why those are good shots? Because you don't think about it. You just catch and shoot.
There you go.
If you think about it, you miss it.
You're going to miss it. That's right.
Well, it's been an interesting first half. We'll come back in a few moments. Your second half is right around the corner. Nothing decided yet. We're tied at 16.
The Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles have 2 new sponsors for their webcast this year. Tommy Mascari with Berkshire Hathaway and Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group.
I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari. And any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar.
Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN,
where you're always in the game.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I'm seeing mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
I'm Mary. Welcome to Guerin Catholic High School. Many people believe that we're just like any other school, but I'm here today to show you that we're not. At Guerin Catholic, we are family. Now I know that sounds crazy, right? How can a school be like a family? Well, it all starts with St. Theodore Guerin herself. Her charisms inspire us every day. She's been praying for us since before the school was built, before we were even born. On one of her many resting places, it says, "I sleep, but I watch over the house that I have built." As a student, it's so inspiring to know that we have our own saint in heaven praying for us every day. But if you really want to understand what Guerin Catholic's all about, there's a lot more you need to know about us, starting with who we are. Guerin also has some advice for the teachers. She says, love the children first, then teach them. It is these wise words that inspires our teachers to motivate students and look for the best ways to meet each student where they are. You might think with all this love, academics might not be important, but there is nothing further from the truth. It is because of our faith in seeking the truth that we aspire to know all that we can know. But we can't stop there. We have to know how to think about the knowledge in order to make a difference in the world. Whether you need a little extra help or you're ready to be challenged with an international baccalaureate diploma or anything in between, there is a place for you at Guerin Catholic. But we're not just about academics around here. At Guerin Catholic, we are well-rounded. There are so many ways for you to get involved. Obviously, we have sports. We have 21 athletic teams, including swimming. And if you don't play a sport, we're all about supporting those that do. Our student sections are so much fun. We are spirited. And we also have 43 clubs. So if you don't see anything you like, you can start another one. We also have band, choir, orchestra, and theater. We are involved. At Guerin Catholic, there are so many ways for you to discover and use the gifts that God has given you. We are creative. Getting involved in these activities is not just about having fun. It's also about developing skills that help you become a great leader and providing opportunities for you to lead. At Guerin Catholic, we are leaders. Another great way for you to grow as a leader is through service opportunities. There are so many ways for you to share your gifts with others. Mother Guerin says, you will be happy yourself in making others happy. That's what service is all about. By connecting to local organizations or through mission trips, you'll have plenty of opportunities to serve. At Guerin Catholic, we are compassionate. There are so many opportunities to travel at Guerin Catholic, from mission trips to Costa Rica to performing in New York City. We are explorers. You will find the Guerin Catholic community all around the world, working, singing, and learning, all to get closer to Christ. Here we are at our chapel. This is where I leave you. But as you think about your future, I'll give you one last piece of advice from Mother Guerin. Do not give way to uneasiness about the future. Place yourself gently into the hands of Providence.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Back here at Guerin Catholic High School, we're at halftime. It's 16-16. Hoosier Basketball Magazine in its 53rd year. It is out now. Order today by going to HoosierBasketball-magazine.com. You can also give them a call at 317-925-8200. Follow the top players in high school and college basketball around the state of Indiana. Want to thank Kip Wessner and Hoosier Basketball Magazine for their support of IndianaSRN. And, well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if history shows us anything between these two teams, Bill, but as I said last year, 37-35 in the sectional.
Right.
16-16 tonight. I guess we should have expected that, huh?
Yeah, you know, we thought we'd have a higher scoring game in the first half, but the defenses for both teams came out and played hard because Haywood, the kid for Brebeuf, who averages 14, he's only got 5 in the first half. Yeah. So talk about shutting him down. But then talking about Brebeuf, Macaluso is the kid that picked up the slack that Haywood's kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
And we've said this before. We said we like the way Macaluso, you know, plays ball, You know, he's a scrappy little player.
Yeah.
And, you know, if I'm going to have a lot, you know, some players, I want players like Macaluso.
By the way, your shooting percentages, you're not going to like this.
Uh-oh.
Guerin, 30%. They were 6 of 20. And then for Brebeuf, 7 of 19, only 37%. Now, I'll take that at three-point range, but overall, not good.
Not good at all, you know, considering what they do, you know, throughout the year. They're a 54% shooting team. Guerin is from two-point line, and Brebeuf is 51. So, yeah, they're way below their averages right now. But for us doing a ball game, man, what a game. You know,
yeah.
Do you want a close one or do you want one with a lot of points? You know, there was a lot of good defenses out there in that first half, Troy. And for Guerin, they got 7 points from Bryson Cardinal.
Yeah.
And 3 of those came at the horn to end the first half.
Yeah, big bucket. By the way, Brebeuf only 1 of 7 from three-point range as well. And that, if I'm not mistaken, adds up to 14%. So let's see if shooting will be better in the second half. By the way, we don't want to tell our cameraman that Ball State's getting whipped at Kent State, so we'll keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, we'll just.
He's a Ball State grad. We don't want to mention that. All right, here we go. Brebeuf basketball. Starters in the lineup both ways. Macaluso with the basketball. This is Haywood. Had the 5 early points and then didn't score. And he turns it over. That's number 8 now for Brebeuf.
Cardinal forced that turnover. He got the hand in there, was able to tip the ball away and steal it.
So now Guerin with the basketball. Again, they finished it out with that big 3. Morans, turnaround, shot on the way, good. Dylan Morans. That's his first bucket. And now you're looking at the last 5 scored by Guerin. And they've taken a 2-point lead.
Brebeuf was at least on a 4-minute drought there, and they just brought that, you know.
Yeah, that was Warren. Took it strong, got bumped, and was able to keep his balance and lay it in. So Warren with his first 2. Well, they got to keep it close to Morans and Chandler both because they can shoot the 3. This is Cardinal. Cherry, not a scoring threat per se, but he does run the show quite a bit. Getting that high screen from Cardinal, and you'll see Haywood step out a few steps and got a battle of number 1s out front.
Coach Allen directing the offense out there.
Well, they've held the basketball for about 40 seconds now. This is Cherry. Well, it appears we may not get to 50. Sorensen, nice crossover and lays it in. You know, he did that, Billy, and even lost control of it on the way in.
And he was still able to get his 8th point of the night. You're right, Troy. I don't think we're going to hit the 50 mark tonight.
Chandler picks up the foul. That was at the other end. Now take a look at Sorensen. Watch, he lost it right there and was able to regain. And still scored over Warren at 6-7.
Foul was on Chandler. That's his first.
Chandler, by the way, only 2, and we know offensively they need to get him rolling. You know, whatever is happening right there in front of that official, I can't see it from where I am. I have this crowd in front of me. Oh, I looks like maybe
do a little mop-up work there.
Haywood came out of there. And, boy, there's a lot of contact there by Cardinal. No whistle. Felt it didn't affect the play at all. Here's a shot on the way. Missed it. Butcher gets it back. No. And coming away with it, Morans. Boy, they've had a couple of close ones. Sorensen will bring it back, set it up in the midcourt circle. Chandler.
That last time down looked like Guerin might have been in a man-to-man.
Morans missed it off the back of the iron. Cardinal going for the rebound, but Warren will get it from him. And yes, the crowd next to us, Brebeuf, wanted a foul call.
Which there have not been many tonight.
No. Nice spin move, missing the shot, though, was Macaluso, and a rebounding foul against Guerin. They're going to get Jack Cherry. That'll be his first. Macaluso with the basketball. Brebeuf. We're coming up on the halfway point.
I thought he was going to pull up there.
I did too. He does this time and missed it. Rebound again by Cardinal. By the way, if you wonder if that name sounds familiar, remember Brian Cardinal at Purdue, and he was just a hard-nosed guy. Here's a floater by Chandler short.
Oh.
And Brian Cardinal had a very good NBA career as well, and we got a foul on Chandler. Be careful there. They don't like seeing you slam the ball down like that. Chandler picked up his second.
Three fouls against Guerin here in the third quarter. You got Morans and Chandler both with 2 fouls.
Nice layup inside by Quinn Warren. And we're tied at 20.
He scored all 4 of the Brebeuf's points so far in this quarter.
Chandler looking underneath. Basket good. There's Cardinal again. Bryson Cardinal, by the way, in our earlier games, he did not play. But he has come up big here tonight. In fact, inserted into the starting lineup here this evening. Chandler nearly got the steal. It'll stay here with Brebeuf.
Now, the sheet that I got, he's played in 7 games so far for Guerin this year. This is the 8th game. He averages about 5.4, and he's already surpassed that, Troy. So,
yeah. Good look here at Butcher. Drives off the glass short. Sorensen able to come away with it. Guerin trying to run the other way. Sorensen has stripped. Here is the layup and offensive foul against Butcher. That'll be his second.
You kind of saw that coming, Troy, when he was driving, and the player, he just stood right there. So.
Well, I know that Brebeuf didn't like that call, but when you saw it on the replay, that's a good call. Guerin leads it by 2. Cherry dumps underneath, and it was Cardinal missing it, and he missed the tip as well. Physical play underneath. Cardinal just couldn't finish it off. Here's Haywood. No. Rebound. Put back good by Macaluso. That is just right down hustle right there by Merrick Macaluso. Foul against, who did they get that foul on? See, there's the miss and the rebound.
Number 2.
It's got to be 22, because that would be Moran's third. Free throw missed. Sorensen comes away with it. Still at 22 here in the third. So I think they're just missing a 2 up there. Here's Cherry. The spin. Off the glass, no, and he's fouled.
He had the chance.
Boy, those rims are tight tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, well, when I walked into the gym, I saw the guy up on the ladder with the ratchet, so, he's cranking them down a little bit,
Want that home court advantage, did he?
There you go.
Here is Cherry at the line, and he missed it. I think your theory is just exactly where it should be, right there. Bill, you're on spot right there. I can't believe that some of these balls that are going in are rolling out. It's crazy. Sure seems like we have double rims for sure. You just have to be a better shooter then, right?
Yeah, you got to be right on.
Back to a 1-point lead. Entry pass, left hand, no, by Macaluso. Gets it back. The kick out the three, no. And this time it'll be Cardinal, and he put it on the floor, and he got fouled, and now we got some extracurricular activity. Things are heating up in the nest. By the way, Butcher picks up his third. Well, you know what? I like a little fire like that.
Yeah.
Two rivals like this.
You know, you got a former fireman here. I'll go down and put it out.
You can put it out. I'll cover for you.
There you go.
2 minutes remaining. 1-point lead for Guerin. Chandler and the near steal there by Brooks. Brooks got a little shimmy in, too. Chandler back to Sorensen, three-pointer, no.
Rolled right out of that rim.
Wow. Macaluso with a rebound. Here come the Braves, back the other way to the basket, and Freeman left it short. Here come the Golden Eagles, back the other way. Layup good, Chandler. Give the assist to Cherry. 3-point lead.
And the crowd's heating up. I don't think they've ever cooled down since the start of the game, though.
No, it is certainly hot in here. Brooks, no. They'll wave it off. Foul underneath. And they will get
Cardinal, I believe.
Yep, Cardinal picks up number 1. We're going to see a couple of changes as Warren is ready to come back in.
Now there's a discussion at the scores table.
Didn't we see the clock running at some point?
In the girls' game.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to mention that, but it ran for about 12 seconds, and they finally figured out it was going during a dead ball.
They put more time back on the clock.
Yeah, they put 11 seconds back on. More students are coming in from Brebeuf, and I'm not sure where they're going. Drive down the lane, right hand good by Macaluso. Heck of a move there by the senior forward.
11 points on the night now for Macaluso.
1-point lead. Chandler tried the crossover, nearly stolen by Freeman. Chandler. Ball on the floor. Chandler trying to get rid of it, does so. And a blocked shot underneath by Warren. And keeping it will be Sanders, who got stuffed big time.
And then he gets it to Sorensen. He about lost it, but he kept his balance.
Cherry drives and a foul call. Let's take a look at it. Look at that. Ooh, my. Crazy.
Haywood picked up his 4th foul.
That's big right there for both Brebeuf and Guerin. He's out of the lineup. Sorensen turns. Hands off to Chandler. Here's Moran's. 23 seconds, nothing there. They'll bring it out, set it up to Cherry.
I think they're content, maybe.
Sherman picks up the foul.
You know, I know they're upset about it, but he was riding him the whole way.
Yeah. He rode him like Seattle slew. 14.9, each team with 5 fouls. Another low-scoring quarter. And I think we have settled in. It's going to be a low-scoring game no matter what. Chandler drives, lost it. 7 seconds. Quickly back the other way. Layup good at the other end by Freeman. 1 second to go. Half court. Almost made it by Sanders. We will head to the fourth. 1 point lead for Brebeuf.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. It's a new spot for breakfast. They're open for lunch as well. Wednesday through Sunday, try their classic breakfast as well as their sweet baked goods. They're located in Lawrence. Coach always recommends the Sloppy Joes with the extra pickles. Check it out. Tam's at 6427 Oaklandon Road. For more information, give them a call at 317-760-1640. Hold on to the women and children now because here we go in the fourth. You ready for this, Bill?
We are ready, Troy. 8 minutes to go.
Barring an overtime.
Maybe. Maybe.
Guerin basketball, Cardinal. Chandler, the step back, and he had that one blocked.
Yep.
Warren got a piece of it. So now Brebeuf will try to build on a 1 point lead. Butcher will find Macaluso for three. What a big shot by Merrick Macaluso.
That'll give you just a little bit of breathing room right there.
Lead now at 4. This is Chandler working there against Freeman. Oh boy, almost stolen there by Butcher. Whew. Cherry was trying to get Chandler to go back door. They'll work it now in the left corner. This is Parker. Parker back to Cherry. Lob underneath and missing it is Morange. Got it back, laid it in. Boy, we have seen a lot of those, Bill. A lot of just chip shots missed.
But you know what I liked about that, even though he missed it, he stayed with it, you know.
Yep.
There's some players that would have probably just given up on it.
Back to a 2 point lead. This is Brooks. That'll be Warren setting the high screen, trying to get something free for Freeman. Another three on the way by Macaluso. No. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Guerin basketball. And coming back in will be Robert Sorensen.
Sorensen on the night, only 8 points.
Looks like they're going to give Kamia Chandler a chance to come out of the ball game. One thing that you see right there is the official on the scores table near side. They need to check with the guy putting the ball in. Don't let him do it. Blow that whistle. Make sure that everybody's on the floor because it took a while for Sorensen to get Chandler out of the game.
And Coach Gallant wanted a technical.
Well, most of the time you just make the eye contact, give each other a thumbs up, then you know everybody's ready to go. Here's Sorensen for three.
Oh, man! Way downtown.
Right off the bench, Robert Sorensen. 1 point ball game. Drive on the baseline. We got a foul call. Let's take another look at it. Listen, he's only a foot and a half from the volleyball line. Wow. By
But
the
you
way,
know, the man kind of gave him a little space,
Yeah.
and Sorensen's probably thinking, you're going to give me that, I'll take it.
yeah, all night long. By the way, Moran's just picked up his 4th. 6 team fouls now on Guerin. 5 team fouls on Brebeuf. Will it come down to free throws? Brebeuf basketball as they'll find Butcher. Butcher, the drive, double teamed, and we've got a jump ball. It was Chandler coming from the outside to tie him up.
They'll stay with Brebeuf.
But more importantly maybe, is that Guerin's going to get the arrow next.
Yeah,
I think if you're within 2 minutes, it might make a big difference, and who knows right now as that ball's knocked out of bounds by Chandler.
Chandler tipped it out and then looked at the officials. It went off him.
That's right.
No, it didn't.
That was a good try. Macaluso, the spin, contact no, and the rebound by Cardinal. Well, you better be strong in the rest of the way in this one. Cherry got cut off there by Butcher. Chance here now for Guerin. Here is Sorensen again.
Oh! 2 for 2, Robert Sorensen.
4-point lead, timeout for Brebeuf. It's going to be a full timeout. Guerin leads it by 4.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Pat Cherry Insurance Agency. We suggest you contact his team for all your insurance needs, whether it's family, car, business, or home. They're an insurance company to serve you. Contact them at 317-894-7000. All right, 4:32 to go, or I should say 4:53 to go. I was backwards on that, but it'll be Brebeuf basketball. Three-pointer good by Haywood. His first points in the second half. Couldn't have come at a better time.
All right, the three-point buckets are open now, baby.
They are. Yep, now they're dropping. Sorensen hit a couple of big threes, and now Haywood. Here is Cardinal. He's going to launch and miss it. Rebound, Jack Cherry. Blocked underneath by Butcher. It goes out of bounds. It'll remain right here.
You know, Cherry reminds me of Macaluso.
Yeah.
You know, he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up a little bit.
Moran's back in, so he's going to play with 4. And that'll bring Sanders out. Will Brebeuf go after him, though? On the inbound, stolen away by Haywood, and a foul on Cherry. 8 turnovers now by the Golden Eagles. And we're going to shoot some free throws here with 4:19 to go.
Okay, here's the thing. That probably wasn't a bad foul.
Yeah.
Because Haywood was on his way.
Yeah.
So I know he's going to 1-on-1, but let's commit the foul.
Yep. Free throws up and good. Still nothing decided in this low-scoring affair. We're going to see Warren coming back in for Brebeuf. Missed. Rebound by Macaluso. And, well, I tell you what, he just hustled in there and beat everybody to the basketball.
And again, we talked about this earlier. You got to block out.
Yeah. Boy, it's so important to find a body and put your fanny on him and push him out of there.
Foul was on Cherry, his third.
2 quick ones, too. Macaluso missed it. And Sorensen on the sideline, they say he traveled with it. That's now 9 turnovers. Nine turnovers for each team here tonight. That's Warren. Haywood, no. Rebound. Macaluso, put back, no. Macaluso again. Macaluso off the glass and good. He just wanted the ball a little bit more. Timeout on the floor by Guerin. Let's see if this is going to be a full timeout. And waiting for the official to decide if we got a full or a 30. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jack's Donuts. They have great donuts made and served fresh every day, and they have great tasting coffee. Stop by Jack's at 9105 East 56th Street or at Jack's in your neighborhood. Jack's Donuts, the official donut of IndianaSRN. And I got to mention, we're still waiting for Keith to bring us some donuts, you know.
I know. Well, I think, I got a text that, I'll get you some donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is, he's getting them, but he's eating them before he brings them to us. There's a big difference between the two. Boy, what a play, though, by Macaluso, just to keep hustling after that basketball and able to get another 2 points.
He's got 16 points on the night, and he averages, let me find it here, 10.9.
I'll take it. We'll be naming the Piper Logistics Player of the Game when we're done. Cherry on the drive, feed underneath, layup good by Sanders. What a nice assist by Cherry.
Sanders was stationed in the corner, made the drive, got the pass, and I believe he used a little bit of that backboard too.
He did. So now Brebeuf will try to take the lead. Here's Freeman. Out front, Butcher. In the corner, here's a 3 by Freeman. Rolls over the top of the backboard. It'll go to Guerin. Take a look at this again. Wow.
Yep.
They kind of lost him. Speaking of that Brebeuf defense, they forgot about him over there in the corner, as you mentioned. So now Guerin, chance to regain the lead. In the lineup again will be Sherman for Brebeuf. Moran's back in. They play offense, defense with him when they can. Well, there's a push by Butcher. He just kind of shoved Moran's. Cherry out to Moran's for 3, no. Rebound high to get it was Sherman. Fouled
by Cardinal.
And Cardinal just picked up number 2. We will see Brooks come back in. He's going to come in for Reese Butcher. But we're going to go back to the free throw line. Sam Sherman has yet to score tonight. First trip to the free throw line.
33% free throw shooter.
Well, he missed that one, and they've missed some key free throws down the stretch. We are what you will call now crunch time. We're under 3 minutes. Chandler trying to look for the screen. Here's Cardinal. Moran's, and he'll shoot it. Got to be on him right there. There's Sorensen. You see how quickly they covered him? Butcher's not going to give him any room. And that'll be a foul on Sherman. That's second time that Sherman's kind of ridden the horse there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Brooks coming in. Also into the lineup, Haywood once again. So
it's only the 6th team foul for the Braves.
So one more will both be in the bonus. Near side after getting the pass from Chandler. Here's Moran's. No. Moran's trying to draw the foul. We're going to see Sanders come back in as they try to keep Moran's in the ball game with those 4 fouls. Here's a 3 on the way. No by Butcher.
Cardinal high for the rebound.
Well, we're under 2 minutes. Cherry against Haywood. Cherry driving and offensive foul.
No, offensive foul.
4 on Cherry. And guess who it was? It was Macaluso who took the charge.
Cherry's still down on the floor.
Yeah, he's holding that left ankle, of course. There you see it again. And he got hurt in football. Delayed his chance to get in and play basketball, and hopefully he's going to be okay. We'll take a timeout. We're tied at 35.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Well, Cherry out of the ball game. We'll see if he'll be able to come back in. They've got a couple of trainers around him on the sideline. And once they cross the timeline, we've got a timeout. 1:25 remaining here in the fourth. We're tied at 35.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
$1:25 to go. Now, let me ask you, Bill, if you're Brebeuf, I think they got good enough ball handlers to hold it. Do you want to try to hold it and get that last shot? Or
I think you still got a lot of time. I don't know if I'd want to hold it that long.
Okay.
Because you know how these young kids are. You say we're going to hold it, and they get a little antsy sometimes. It's like, okay, coach, but I got to take this one.
This looks good here. So Brebeuf basketball. Last year, as we said in the sectional, it was a 2-point ball game, 37-35. It might end up that way here, too. Good look here at Brooks.
And just like I say, they're not going to hold it. Guess what they're doing? They're holding to the ball.
Brooks picks up his dribble, not well advised. That is Cardinal coming out to guard Brooks.
Yeah, guarding because he's got that 5-second there.
Brooks off to Macaluso, off the glass and good. Broke down the defense. Here come the Golden Eagles.
18 points on the night now for Macaluso.
And timeout now for Guerin. The ball will be taken out Over on the other side, it'll be a full timeout. Brebeuf leads it by 2.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Guerin Catholic High School, and you see the score right there. You see the time remaining, and now the decision to be made by Guerin. And I talked about Brebeuf. Would they hold it? They did for a moment. But now if you're Guerin, what do you want to do, Bill?
Just when I say, okay, go ahead and hold it, Yeah. But you're either going to need a 3 to win it or a 2 to tie it.
Yeah.
So
I think the philosophy is if you're at home, you go for the tie and taking it overtime.
There you go.
Here's Cardinal. And there's Sorensen. He's had the hot hand. Sorensen guarded by Butcher. Drives in, leans, missed it.
No good.
That shot could not have gone down any further, and it came out on him. Wow. That is just incredible that Sorensen couldn't get it to fall. And he commits the foul. He had to. And we're going to go to the free throw line here with Reese Butcher.
And that's only Sorensen's second foul.
Double bonus. And by the way, they have not, speaking of the Braves, they've missed some shots here down the stretch from the free throw line.
Oh! All righty.
You're going to get another. He gets one of two. 11 seconds remaining. We'll keep it here for this timeout.
Now you need that 3.
Well, and you're going to have to go the length of the court. It's not like in the NBA where you can call the timeout and you get it at the timeline. Well, the hash mark on the timeline in the other side. So whatever your strategy is going to be, I'm thinking right now, Bill, it's probably you got to get it to Sorensen because he's had the hot hand. And he's been the one, other than Cardinal, that has hit the three-pointers tonight.
But if Sorensen's not available for the 3, you got Moran's, who's 26%.
All right, here's another strategy.
Cherry's 25%.
What if they inbound the basketball, and I'm Brebeuf? If I say you take a couple of dribbles, then we're going to foul you. Put you at the line for the 1 and bonus. So you're either going to have to, you make them both. It's only 1 point game, but still you're going to get the ball back, inbound, make them foul you, then you walk back to the other end and shoot free throws.
Here we go.
Or you just launch it from.
Well, people are standing up now.
So will I. Here is Chandler. Chandler in the corner. Back out, Sorensen, dropped it. Sorensen, back to Chandler. Wait a minute. And a timeout called, I believe, by Guerin. And they want more time put on the clock.
7/10 of a second.
The officials are going to talk about it. Boy, if Sorensen, he was ready to catch and shoot, and unfortunately it went out of his hands, and by that time it was a scramble, and there you see the three officials. They're going to talk about it.
And I think it's like a receiver in football. He wants to catch the ball, but he's looking upfield first. Yeah. Sorensen caught it, and I want to shoot right away.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he knew he needed to get a shot off quickly. So now what are they going to decide? They don't have the benefit of replay, which when I become emperor, we're going to put replay in, and we're going to have the shot clock.
No.
Oh, yes.
No. No.
See, even our producer likes a shot clock. Of course, that'd be just another thing, Bill. We'd have to find somebody to run the shot clock, too.
There you go. That's right.
We'd have to have
and you got to pay them.
You got to pay
them.
So
you got to come up with the funds.
That's an easy thing. All right, so they have not put any time on the clock at all. So you're looking at a definite catch-and-shoot situation here, and you're going to have to do it quickly or throw to the rim.
And hopefully you get fouled.
Well, Brebeuf wants a timeout because they want to set whatever they're going to do defensively here.
Okay, let me ask you now. You're an official, so do you think there should be time put back on the clock?
Well, the trailing official's the one who called the timeout. That's a really tough judgment call right there because bottom line is you're not really looking at the clock.
Right.
When he calls timeout, you're looking at him, and then you make the call there. So you're really not looking. And
but don't you have, with the three officials, somebody's looking at the clock?
Well, the only thing you're doing there is the lead official, you'll hold up one when you're coming down the floor. So he's looking to see on the last shot.
Okay.
Not necessarily the clock. So he's looking more to see if the shot gets off in time. Unfortunately, there was no shot.
Well, if they win, it'll be Macaluso, right?
Yeah, probably if he... You spoiled it, Bill. Don't tell everybody already. You're going to have, you're going to have our owner down there.
Maybe. Maybe.
So we're going to have an inbound right here by Cherry. They got it in, and time runs out. So what a ball game here tonight, and it is over, and I know that Bobby Allen is trying to talk to the officials, but they leave the floor, and it's going to be Brebeuf winning it tonight, 38-35. What a game, huh? So let's name the Piper Logistics player of the game. Bill, who do you like?
We'll go with the Macaluso kid from Brebeuf.
Merrick Macaluso, 18 points on the night. Hit some big baskets, got some huge rebounds, and Brebeuf gets the win here this evening.
And Brebeuf's kind of going out towards the Guerin student section. I'm going to look the other way. I didn't see nothing.
I didn't either. Well, that's what a rivalry is all about, and the Braves pick up a big win here tonight. Bill, two interesting games tonight, two low-scoring games. They split, but I'll tell you what, it was entertaining, and we saw a lot of fans here tonight.
We saw a lot of fans, saw a lot of good basketball from the girls and the boys, both sides, and both of them in the same sectional.
Yeah.
They will meet up again.
Oh, that could be interesting. And what also topped it off before we leave tonight is we did sell these extra seats. We'll walk out of here with an extra revenue, but just don't tell the big boss.
We ain't say.
You're not going to say anything?
We may have to make a trip to Jack's Donuts or something.
Hey, I want to thank the entire crew. Did a great job here tonight, as always. Thank you for being with us as well. Doubleheader basketball. All of it right here on IndianaSRN.